He said his family vanished. He says he last saw them the night before, that his wife had a work trip planned for later that morning. Within 48 hours, his story cracked. This is the story of Chris Watts. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly how a normal family man went from grieving husband on live television to one of the most talked about killers in true crime history. Chris Watts looked ordinary, almost painfully so. He was 33. He worked in the oil fields as an operator for a company called Anadarko. That is what made the horror unforgettable. He lived in Frederick, Colorado, with Shannon, Bella, and Celeste. Shannon Watts was 34 years old. She was outgoing, she was into health and wellness, and she worked as a sales rep for a multi-level marketing company called Thrive. A young family, photographed in bright smiles. They had 2 daughters, Bella, who was 4, and Celeste, who was 3. At the time all of this happened, Shannon was 15 weeks pregnant with her 3rd child, a boy she'd already picked a name for. Friends saw a busy, hopeful household. On paper, this looks like a completely ordinary family, which is exactly why this case shook so many people. But beneath the light, pressure was growing. Financially, the Watts family was in trouble. Court documents and reporting after the case revealed they were dealing with significant credit card debt, and they'd recently filed for bankruptcy just a couple years before. Bills were piling up. Chris was drifting away. He had begun an affair, and secrecy thickened the air. Chris had started a relationship with a co-worker named Nicole Kessinger. She had been away on a business trip. On August 13th, 2018, Shannon returned home late. She had been away on a business trip. A friend dropped her off at the house around 1:48 a.m. That friend was actually the last person outside the family to see her alive. The house was quiet when she arrived. After that, nothing. No more posts. No more texts. And if you knew anything about Shannon, you knew that was strange. She posted constantly, multiple times a day, and then silence. Authorities later said that was the last confirmed time she was seen alive. The afternoon brought panic, or was something performed like panic. Chris told police that Shannon had said she wanted space, and that he assumed she'd taken the kid somewhere. Police went to the house, and this is where things start to get uncomfortable, because body camera footage from that very first visit was later released publicly, and in it, you can watch Chris's behavior in real time as officers ask him basic questions. Then a story that kept shifting. First, it was one version of events. Then small details changed. Then bigger details. Chris claimed Shannon had taken the girls. He said he did not know where. Investigators also asked him to take a polygraph test. But investigators noticed the seams immediately. His answers were soft, then sharp, then empty. The timeline refused to hold together. Small details began to glow red. Detectives pressed harder. Digital records, phone data, and surveillance started speaking. The evidence was colder than his voice. Searches focused on his workplace at an oil site. Searches at an Anadarko oil work site, the same company Chris worked for, led investigators to evidence tied directly to the disappearance. There, bodies were recovered. Chris Watts eventually confessed. His account of what happened changed multiple times even after his arrest. He never went to trial. There was no jury, no cross-examination, no defense presenting an alternate theory. He pleaded guilty before any of that could happen. So why did he kill his family? Chris said that he wanted to start a new life with a woman he had been seeing, that he felt trapped in marriage and family responsibilities, that he described feeling emotionally detached in the period leading up to the murders. In November 2018, he was sentenced to 5 life sentences without the possibility of parole. So what do you think? Was this sentence fair, too lenient, or exactly what it should have been? Do you think the death penalty should have stayed on the table for a case? Comment below.